What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on this video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the ceiling floor predictions for every team in the NFC West. If you haven't seen my predictions for any of the other teams or divisions, ceiling and floors, you can check those out. Yesterday, I did the AFC East, and I finished up the AFC. We're on to the NFC now, and let's get straight into this. So, first up, the LA Rams. They are one of the most complete rosters I've ever seen. Like, they may be the greatest team this season of all time. So really, I'm going to do their floor first, because I actually think the ceiling might be a little bit more interesting. I think they are just so... I don't even know how a floor could happen for them, but I do think maybe, I don't know, injuries, if everything just doesn't go right for them, I'd say 12-5, which is, honestly, I think that's low. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, if everything goes right, of course, I think if everything goes right, they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're my Super Bowl pick every single day of the week. I think there's no team that can match up with them if everything goes right. So I do think if everything goes right, this team is 17-0. I don't know how they lose a game. Now, I will say, if that final week, if you're 16-0, you've clinched the first seed and stuff, but if they don't rest starters to get that 17-0 record, then I could also see the ceiling being 16-1. So if they rest starters, if they start 16-0 and they rest starters the final week, they'll go 16-1. If they don't rest starters, they're going to go 17-0 if everything goes right for them. I see them going 15-2 in my record prediction, losing to my Philadelphia Eagles, but so I see for them 0-5 losses, 12-17 wins. Next up, Seattle, former Super Bowl champions. So, coming into the season, they want to get it back-to-back. I don't think that's going to happen, but they got Sam Darnold. They did lose Kenneth Walker, but, they still have JSN. The defense is still really good. So, I don't think they're going to get a 14-3 record like last year. Last year was a very weird offseason in the NFL. And I think if everything goes right for them, I can see them going 13-4 if everything goes right. Now, on the other side, if everything goes wrong, what if Sam Darnold returns to that old Sam Darnold? So that's really what I'd be focusing on here for everything to go wrong. If that Sam Darnold we saw the last 2 seasons doesn't come back as the same Sam Darnold, then at that point, I would say their floor would be 10-7 if that Sam Darnold doesn't come back, because then they would not have a good quarterback. So, really the floor, the reason why I'm putting the floor so low is I'm really just focusing on will we see the same Sam Darnold, or will we be different? So, I only think they reach the floor if something goes wrong with Sam Darnold and he does not return to that form he was last year. Next up, the 49ers. So, really, they're going to be in the hospital by week 1. Not even their coach can avoid it. Of course, that sad car crash, and he's not even going to be able to return to practice. It's not even just the players now getting injured. It's literally the coaches. Like, what is happening with them? Their players getting shot. Like, what is this? This is a true injury curse with them. So really, I see if everything were to go wrong for them, or actually, what is ceiling? So if everything goes right for them, I think they can be a really good team. And I think they can get a 12-5 record if everything goes right. Now if everything goes wrong for them, I really think this means if everybody on their roster is practically dead by week 7 or 10, I'd say 9-8 for them. I'd say really it's going to be impossible for them to do anything if their whole roster is their roster of aunts are just in the hospital. So for them, I see 5-8 wins, 5-8 losses, 9-12 wins, and actually for Seattle, I didn't do it. So 4-7 wins, 4-7 losses, 10-13 wins for Seattle. Oh, last but not least, the Arizona Cardinals. Whew. Yeah, this team, like, what's so crazy is I feel like they have so much potential with just a few fences, but, like, they're just not going to be good. And the schedule is not helping that at all. That is a tough schedule. And really, I think no matter what, it's not going to be a good season. But if everything does go wrong for them, I could see this getting a little bit more interesting. Because they would be probably competing with the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets. So I feel like they almost want everything to go wrong. And I just feel like this team has potential. I mean, they have Marvin Harrison Jr., who, I mean, he's not good, but maybe he can take that step up. And then they have Carson back. I don't even think he'll be starting. And then they have Trey McBride, who's the best tight end in the league. So I'd say if everything doesn't go wrong for them and everything goes right, they're still going to be a bad team, but I'd say if everything goes right, 5-12. It's just a tough schedule, and there's really only 5 wins I could see. So now on the other end for them, if everything goes wrong, now I do think this is very likely. There's only 1 win I see on their schedule. If they play the Dolphins, I don't know. But the 1 win I see is the Jets. And I think they can get that win. So I'd say if everything goes wrong for them, 1-16 is where I'd put them. Now, I have them going 3-14 in my prediction for the record. But obviously, I think if everything goes wrong, they can only get 1 win. So for the Cardinals, I'm seeing 1-5 wins, 12-16 losses. So that's going to round out my ceiling and floor predictions for the NFC West. Thanks for tuning into this video. And tomorrow, I will do the NFC North.